Hello, my friends out there all over the world. I thought it would be a great time to do a video about being a single, gay, Latino dad. I was gonna say struggling, but I'm not struggling. Struggling to do it all and not doing it all, but still doing it all at the same time. I think that is the struggle. You know, there's this old saying that there are 5 things. Is it 5? There's a lot of things in life, like health and fitness, romantic relationships, family relationships, friend relationships, family, and fun. Like, let's say there's 6 things in life. You could probably only have 3 or 4 out of those 6 at any one time. You can't have all 6 at the same time. The concept of balance really does not ever exist. Maybe if you're in your 60s or 70s and you've taken out, work out of the equation because you don't have to work anymore. And that's one of the things that I tell young people when I speak at colleges or when I speak to them in person. I tell them, when you're in your 20s, and I've said this over and over again because I want to hit the point home, when you're in your 20s and maybe even in your 30s, everything else should suffer besides your career. Maybe not in your 30s, because if you have kids by then, your kids are not going to suffer. But if you're in your 20s, family, friends, fun, that should all suffer. You got to work your ass off. And I've carried that approach over into my parenting. I work really hard at being the best parent possible, listening to my kids, analyzing what's happening, what I could be doing better, what they could be doing better. And this new thing has happened that is interesting. My kids are, I almost don't even want to call it lying, but they're at a point now where they're really playing together all the time, and I love that. And kids being kids, sometimes one will get hurt or they'll fight over the same toy, which happens all the time. Like, these kids have so many toys. Why do they need to fight over the same damn toy? I don't understand that. And then one of them will come to me and be like, but I don't know who's telling the truth. Like, one could be lying, both could be lying, the truth is subjective, I don't know. Although, I think my daughter is probably lying more of the time. She is such a saucy one. Oh my God. Did I just spit? I just spit a little because she's so saucy. Sassy, saucy. Whoo! She's going to be a handful, that Mia. But I don't think it's a bad thing that they're each sticking to a very specific point of view as to what happened, because every damn day I instill in them the 7 most important things in life, and number 4 is don't lie. A recap, if you don't know, every day I train and I drill my kids on what I think are the most important tenets in life. Number 1 is family. Number 2 is work very hard. Number 3 is listen. Number 4 is don't lie. Number 5 is be healthy. Number 6 is gratitude. And number 7 is have fun. So yeah, I think my son understands all these concepts a lot more than my daughter does, though she's starting to understand it. And I think he understands don't lie a lot more than my daughter does. So I'm thinking my daughter's the one lying, but I don't know. I mean, I have cameras inside my house. I'm not that pressed. If something where one of them really hurts themselves or it's like catastrophic next level fight, then I could always, search my footage and see who is telling the truth or not. But I think this is just normal kid stuff. And they're being normal kids, and I'm totally happy with how things are going. Actually, I'm more than happy with how things are going. There is something to be said about writing things down. I had a meeting at my son's new school recently, which I love so much. Oh, I love it so much. I cannot stop raving to my mom and all my friends about how amazing this new school is for so many reasons. I mean, one of them is we're really building, hopefully, lifelong relationships, both my son and me, with these other families and kids. We're going to be there for 6 to 7 years. And the teachers sent me this questionnaire that I am to fill out, and I did because that's how I am. The first day I got the questionnaire, I answered it right away. I've spoken before about how I interpret the world. Like, I want sunny skies in my brain. I don't want any clouds. So something in my to-do list is a cloud, and I don't want it to be cloudy in here. I'm already busy enough. So one of the questions that was asked of me by the teachers of my son as to what I want for him this year, this school year, for developmental kindergarten, not quite 5, not 4. He's 4.5, almost 5 now he is. And I took some time to really reflect on that. And I said, you know what I want for my son this year? I want him to truly discover his passions. It sounds almost cliched, but at 4 to 5, you really can start to find what it is that makes you, as an individual, independent of your family and peers. Find what it is that brings you joy and happiness and harness that. Like, I really want that for him this year, to really become his own person and to develop that and encourage that in school. And it's already begun to happen. Like, his teacher told me that he really loves to build things, which I didn't know, because at home, my son doesn't love building things. He likes to play a lot. That's all we do. We don't watch TV at home. But I didn't know that he was a builder. Maybe he'll be an architect. How exciting that would be. Or he'll be an architect and work in real estate. My kids got to be hustlers. Whatever it is they'll do, I will support them. ... Unless they want to work in the music industry. I mean, maybe if it's a behind-the-scenes role, then sure, but I do not want my kids to be musicians. I mean, if they want to be classical musicians, even though I don't want them to be classical musicians, even that, like, I've been around the music business for so long, and I just know it's the shadiest business of them all, and the hardest. I mean, I've said this before, film and TV is so much more forgiving. If they wanted to do that, I would support that. You know, you can come back from a flop and an underperforming film or TV show, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, and one movie or TV show can change everything. But in music, if you're a successful singer or band and you've had 2, 3, 4 flops, it's really hard to overcome that. So please don't be rock stars or pop stars. I do not want that. I just want my kids to be happy, and they are. My daughter's loving her new school, and so thankful that she, for the last 1.5 years, had been going every day to pick up her brother at school. So the transition for Mia has been seamless, and her teachers love her. And yeah, everything is good. We've gotten over the hump of getting adjusted to all these new changes, and it's almost Halloween. And our outfits are going to be so great. And I'm just so happy. It's been a great year. And I guarantee it, the end of the year, I'm going out with a bang. It's going to be an even better end of 2017. Last quarter, whoo, watch out, world. Mwah. Love you, appreciate you. I'm glad I got to make this different kind of video. If you enjoyed this, hit like, hit share, and hit follow if you're not doing it already. Mwah.